From the, yes, lady here in the last, yes, on the edge, yes.
On a recent visit to Kenya just last month, I witnessed low-level corruption happening right in front of my eyes. It's something that's not going away. If anything, it seems to be rampant. What, if anything, can the Kenyan government do to actually crack down on this? Because it's, at the end of the day, working people who feel it the most.
Do you mind me asking, just an example of what kind of corruption you saw?
Well, on a traffic, when you're in the cars and you're driving, this was particularly in Nairobi, there's certain officers, traffic officers, I think, I don't know their exact name, but they commonly take bribes. And my uncle that was driving was just saying that this happens all the time.
First, I hope your uncle did not pay the bribe. But
to clarify,
on a serious
note.
On a serious note,
yeah,
I asked Raila Odinga this question. I'll ask you: have you had to pay a bribe for anything in Kenya?
I have never paid for a bribe.
In your entire life, you've never paid a bribe?
In my entire life, I have never paid for a bribe.
Sorry,
I have
a little
never
bit.
paid.
Some of the Kenyans here are not believing you, but okay.
Let me tell you, and just to answer, it takes two to tango. Yeah, it takes the bribe taker and the bribe giver.
The bribe giver is in a position of weakness sometimes.
Exactly, because why are policemen collecting bribes on the road? Because you're on the wrong. Maybe you are speaking on your phone.
That's not how it works, Kimani. You know very well people exploit their positions of power to force people into certain positions.
I have been stopped by a policeman for speeding on the road. I have, unfortunately, I was only 19 or 20 years old. And I explained myself out of the situation. You never need to pay a bribe. But just to answer the good lady's question, in the last 2 years, we have digitized 18,000 government services. You will not digitize policemen manning the roads.
Hi. Your party seems to be very concerned with the criticism on social media. Why are you more sensitive to this than to the everyday troubles of the Kenyans, such as the rising cases of femicide, the abductions, corruptions?
True. We are very concerned, and I said I'm actually the one who in this show spoke to the issue of femicide because it's a matter that was of great concern to Kenyans. I'll tell you from where I sit. I am less concerned with what people say online, on social media. I had that engagement with somebody yesterday who is in this audience. And I told him, I have been called William Ruto's wife because I work closely with him. And I take it in my stride. But I will have to do my work and do it to the best of my ability. That's my concern, and I believe everybody within the Kenya Kwanza administration is less bothered by what people say online.
How can you say that when in the part one of this show,
insults.
Hold on, in part one of this show,
let me paraphrase
Ichung'Wa
that.
from Amnesty said a guy did an AI image of the president in a coffin was treated viciously, violently. That was not you having a thick skin.
And maybe because you never allowed me to respond to that. Because
I did, but you can respond again if you want.
Because it's true what Ichung'Wa was saying and about the gentleman who had his hair shaved. And I said, because we are a nation that wants to trust in institutions.
You know that the Kenyan public is suffering. So why are politicians flaunting their wealth, as has been asked earlier, and the wasteful use of public resources like helicopters to go to a latrine or a weird bridge opening, when the president claims that we are having austerity measures? By the way, very nice red bottom shoes.
Again, to the good lady, as I said, Kenyans are very active and very participative in many engagements. Many of them are usually not true. I saw what she refers to, that somebody was flying to go and open a pit latrine somewhere in Muranga. I believe that was today on social media. It's not absolutely untrue. In